I had college today. I had geography period 5. I skipped that. I left school at 11 o'clock just so I could come up to London to have a drink.
Me llamo Mimi. I love London.
So how much have you been drinking tonight?
Do you know that?
Or today?
I don't know, do I? If you're drunk, you clearly don't know how much you've drunk for the day.
He's right.
Come on, keep up. I don't know, it must have been like 6 hours worth of... I had food as well, if that helps. I don't know what that means, but...
Yeah, it should be okay.
It helps me slow down the process.
It should.
I think I've got a bit of an audience going on here. You're famous, mate. Are you famous?
Hola, me llamo Mimi. I love London. Me. I wanna go to the fan party.
Excuse me, girl. I know it's a bit embarrassing, but I just noticed some tan lines on your shirt.
See, I reckon you're about an 8 or a 9. Maybe even 9.5 in 4 beers.
I don't know because it just...
Because it's a head
when you just get the fucking taste of it and it's the head night and you just carry on and then just you don't know when to stop. You just keep partying.
Are you pimping us?
Yeah.
I bet you don't give a fuck.
See, I reckon you're about an 8 or a 9. Maybe even 9.5 in 4 beers time. That blue top sharp top you've got on is nice. Bit too much fake tan though, but yeah, you score high. But there's just one little thing that's really
You can buy a can of lager for less than a packet of crisps. Price, availability and placement all contribute to the high levels of alcohol consumption. It is an attractive thing to do in the UK.
How old are you?
Larry's not listening, I'm 18.
Okay.
And I bought a child travel card, so shh. Because I can't afford a real travel card. I wanted to save money to drink, so...
How old were you when you started to drink?
When I started to drink?
Yeah.
Like maybe 15, 16.
Yeah.
Don't drink when you're young. Sorry, am I going on a little bit? Don't do it. It's bad for your health. You'll die.
I think English people do have a problem with alcohol. I think that it somewhat stems from the criminalisation at a relatively young age, and the fact that like the public funding for youth centres and genuine kind of cultural entertainment of young British people has been stripped back to such a level that a lot of very poor young people don't have anything to do apart from get drunk at the weekends, which I think is a real shame. So I think Britain does have a problem with like youth drinking, but what saddens me is that the British government's approach to dealing with this is kind of trying to criminalise it and trying to crack down on what is so-called antisocial behaviour, rather than attempting to find other methods of engaging young people.
How much did you drink tonight?
Is that strictly relevant to this experiment?
You're British, right?
Yes.
Enough.
Okay,
That's
enough.
a good answer.
But it depends whether I classify as young or not.
Great.
The ironic thing being that once people reach a certain age and they're not classified as young anymore, then it qualifies them to talk about youth drinking and youth unemployment and youth everything else as if they were somewhat external to the problem. Which
Yeah.
of course they weren't, because 3 years ago they were the same person.
Yeah, that's it.
What's your name?
Gijs.
Ragna. Anne.
Lawrence.
Kees.
Jesse. Barend. Nice to meet you. How often do I drink? 3 times a week.
Well, I drink maybe 2 days a week. I don't drink 2 or 1, so almost.
And you?
It depends. When I'm with friends and we're going out, I think maximum 2 times a week, but not very much.
I guess about 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah, I also 3 or 4 times a week, at least.
2 to 3 times a week. 1 or 2 times. I'm a pistol.
Take it easy, yeah.
I'm a bit older, eh?
Yeah.
Alors,
You really want to know?
Yeah.
When I go out, I drink, I don't know, maybe 10 beer.
When I go out, I don't drink that much. I don't know. It depends. If you start with dinner and drinks, then it becomes more. Because then maybe 3 glasses or 2 at dinner. And then it depends also on how long the night is. If you're going until 4 in the morning, then yeah, maybe 10, 12.
And you?
It depends also, but sometimes none if I don't feel like drinking alcohol. Sometimes 1, sometimes 2, 3, maximum 4 or 5, but not often.
Guess 6 beers, something like that. 8 beers.
Like these glasses? Well, for me it's just like 10, 15, but my friends usually drink like 20 or 30 of these glasses. It's really sick. But that's the region I come from.
When I go to a club, it doesn't mean that I just drink. Of course, I also smoke weed and whatsoever, but one doesn't exclude the other. Right?
At mine it is. Because the first coffee shop in the neighborhood is like half an hour away, so nobody goes there. They're just drinking. So they're drinking really much because there's just nothing else in the neighborhood.
If I smoke weed, I don't drink less.
That ain't true. That ain't true.
It is. Yeah,
I don't believe it.
I usually smoke after I'm drunk.
Yeah, the strong.
But like first I drink 20 beers or something, and then I smoke weed.
English people are famous for getting drunk and be annoying, but Dutch people are famous because of drinking really a lot, but not being really annoying. Just because it's forbidden in the UK, it's very interesting to drink. So that's a good reason to drink a lot. It's really cool and stuff.
I think in general the UK youth drinks more than Dutch youth.
I think you got 2 other important factors. One is the size of the beers. The pints are a lot bigger.
Yeah,
two is the closing times of the bars in UK. They close at 1 or 12 at last, and in Holland it's 3 or 5.
That's a good question. I have no idea, because lately there's on the news that we have a lot of problems with young kids drinking. So yeah, I don't know what's the difference.
Yeah, well, there's maybe more to do except for drinking here in Holland than in the UK for younger people. And,
like what?
like, I don't know, football clubs or something. And maybe there's better education by parents to the dangers of early drinking. I don't know.
No, because I live in Rag Park, so
It's give peace a chance.
No, I'm just saying I live in Rag Park.
Yeah.
That's what we got.
Okay.
I need a snippet, that's all I do.